All right, welcome. Today's video is kind of an impromptu video. I was out on my way to go fishing and FedEx dropped off the SS AIR TW. Ordered from Digitaka a few days ago and they had the left-handed version in stock. They have the right-handed version in stock as of this video right now, but I will be posting restocks and such. But anyway, I'm going to talk about my intended uses for the reel and some different conditions that I'm going to test the reel. So I do want to have some feedback from you. Comment down below, of course, if you want to see open water or you want to see stream fishing. I will be doing both, but I just want to see what which fishing method that I should prioritize, just to be able to cater to as many people as I can. So if you want to see that, make sure you do comment below. But jumping into it, my intended uses for this reel, I do plan on using it for finesse bass fishing. I want to see how it is stream fishing, but I mainly want to keep this for open water fishing. The R's, for me, I'm going to be doing a lot of comparisons to the SS AIR TW. I'll be comparing it to the Conquest BFS, of course, doing some casting comparisons and such. Comes with your standard DAIWA paperwork, and okay, a very weird way to put it reel. It feels like the bottom of like a couch. If you ever felt like that fabric material, I don't know why I've never seen that before, but I might be able to use it as a nice little placemat. Getting into it, the frame is pretty much the same as the SS AIR TW. So if you have the SS CT, it's kind of the same frame except for the brake dial is a little bit different, which brake dial, it seems, I think it would be better if it was mounted on a rod, but it seems to be kind of odd. The handle rotation smooth as well. Like, I'm not going over like, you know, exactly performance right now. This is more so just to feel out what sort of direction you want to see some content on this. It does have a drag clicker as well. It's actually a pretty smooth drag clicker. Yeah, even at like lower settings or higher settings. So now I am going to open this up because one of the most important things I think is the braking technology. There is new finesse braking technology that DAIWA is using with this reel. And what it is instead of the inductor coming out and going inside those magnets, like, you know, the MAGFORCE system and SV system and such has been going on forever with, well, not forever, but a long time with DAIWA. This braking system actually does the opposite. It's kind of more so like Shimano's. So it eliminates some of the mass and, you know, weight of the spool. This is supposed to be the lightest spool that DAIWA ever put out. I will measure this, and, you know, when I edit it, I'll put the weight right here. But how the inductor works is instead of it coming out, it's actually just like a flat part. It will move, but how that works is the brake ring right here, it does come in and out a little bit too. If you go, so the higher you're setting, the more this magnet is over the top of this black part. That's how it's going to rotate for braking. So what that does, DAIWA says that it's supposed to be like 25% weight reduction on that, and, you know, there's some other metrics, of course, but I don't really care about that. I want to know how it performs. It does look like it's going to give some pretty decent, consistent braking, as far as for skipping, of course. But what DAIWA claims is that there's going to be, you're gonna get, like how I talked about other videos, like sometimes you get a good braking system, but you have to turn it to like casting, okay? Cast out, and then when you wanna go pitch lures by docks, you have to turn those brakes down because that brake, the brake setting will be too high, and then your lure kind of ride up in the air a little bit, which then it doesn't really, it feels very restricted. So you have to turn your brakes down, and then say a fish blows up somewhere else, turn your brakes up, cast it. So it's kind of an annoying process, which I think most BFS reels nowadays are pretty good at controlling that. Yeah, I'll put this back together. I do feel that this is, I don't know, it's very small. I will say it's small. Again, this is more just a quick preview how I'm going to be using it. I will get also for some bluegill, but I do want to put this in actual bass, like finesse bass fishing. I'm not out there casting trout magnets or flies or anything with it. I'll be doing some practical test casting with a variety of lures. So list your lures down below, what you want to see me cast, whether it's, you know, small crankbaits or Ned rigs, whatever it is. And then I'll be trying to fish around cover with it as well. I do want to put that Phoenix Classic BFS in a little bit more demanding bass situations. It's early season right now and the weeds aren't up that high. So I do want to get that thing around vegetation, maybe some laydowns and docks, just to be able to test the power out. And it's a good way that I can, you know, see how the skipping is going to be on this. If you want to see that, make sure you subscribe, and thanks for watching.